This is how most people manage their money. Money comes in, goes that direction, it's all gone. That's why I'm introducing you to the world's simplest, easiest, and most effective money management method. And I'm going to teach you how to do that now. How many of you ever played football before? Soccer? Ever played football? Okay, very good. Thank you. How many of you ever watched football, watched soccer? World Cup? Okay, good. Most people. Now, imagine a game of football. The idea is to get goals score goals, yes? So this is the net. We have different players on the playing field. We have someone who protects this. They called a goalkeeper. Then we have typically we have some defenders, and their job is to defend the ball's going this way. Okay. Then we have some midfield players, yes? Okay, they hold the front and the back. That's their job. And then we have some strikers, some forwards. So we know on a game of football, everyone has their positions. So imagine there's a new manager who's been asked to coach the team. He's very successful in something else like business, but he doesn't know much about football, but he comes up with a strategy. And the strategy is this. In the changing room, he's talking to all the players, and he says to them, look, today we must win the match. And I have a tactic, strategy we're going to follow. When you get out onto that field, no hesitancy. I want you to see the ball. When you see the ball, everybody run for the ball. Go and get the ball. Everybody. Even you, Mr. Goalie, go for the ball and take it to the other side and score. Now, let me ask you, you're intelligent. Will that team win the game today? No. Okay, good. Why not? Because the other team will see that there is no roles being held. They'll pass, go around them and score and beat them 30-0 or something, right? It'll be embarrassing. It'll be like beating Tottenham. Now, I do this. I'll give you this illustration because this is how most people manage their money. Money comes in, goes that direction, it's all gone. That's why I'm introducing you to the world's simplest, easiest, and most effective money management method. And I'm going to teach you how to do that now. Now, the key thing is to separate all your money that comes in. The income that's delivered to you, you separate it for specific things. Some of you work for someone else, yes? So you are already taxed at source. The employer will take your income tax and deal with the government, yes or no? Now, if you own your own business, it doesn't work that way. You have to run your business, and at some point, you have to declare some numbers, and the government says, you owe us some money, yes or no? And you have to pay your income tax, you have to pay your corporation tax, whatever. So, what I advise business owners is this. Any money that you pay yourself, automatically put 20% aside. Why? Because at some point, the government want their income tax, yes? Put that aside, that's 20% aside. The remaining money is your disposable income. That disposable income, you're going to split into different accounts, and I'm going to talk about that now. Are you ready? Are you with me so far, yes? Business owners, 20% aside, forget about it, it sits in a different account, and at some point, when the government want their money, you pay them. People, if you're working for someone else, that money that comes to you, you can put straight into here. Now, I think I was given some money. Have I got an envelope with money? Here it is. I've got it. Thank you, Bimal. Now, I want to talk about these different accounts, and for illustration, we're going to put certain money into this different account. Bimal, how much do I have here? 1,000? 1,000 rupees? Excellent, thank you. All right. Okay. The first account I want to talk about is called the Financial Freedom Account. What is it called, please? Twice as loud. What do you think this is? This is your big fat golden goose. This is your big fat golden goose that you keep putting money in there, and you take the money and you go and invest. Invest in something. Invest in a business vehicle, a passive income vehicle, invest in whatever it is that will give you a return. Got it? So, do you take money out of here and go and buy a new Ferrari? So when do you spend this money? Never, ever, ever spend it. Because when you spend this money, you have killed the golden goose. You only invest. You only invest from this account. So, because from this account, we want ongoing dividends and golden eggs. So they've given me, so how much goes in here? 10% of your income goes into here. 10%, what's the percentage? 10%. How much goes into here? Thank you, 10%. So if I've got 1,000 rupees, how much do I put in? 100 rupees, yes? Hey, do you know the sound of money? Ka-ching, yeah. You know the sound of money. I know the sound of money. Everybody else, they don't know. I don't know the sound of money. My poor ears, I don't know. The sound of money for those who are sleeping is ka-ching! Let me hear you. Ka-ching! Watch. Imagine you owned some retail outlets, yes? And you have staff working in all these retail outlets. And as a business owner, do you know the most beautiful sound? You know when you walk in and the tills are going ka-ching, ka-ching, and you stand there, right? That's money. And I love the sound of money. How many of you love the sound of money? All right, so if you love the sound of money, shout out ka-ching with me as we drop money into the financial freedom account. Ready? Ka-ching! Give it a big round of applause. Very good. 10%. The next account I want to talk about is called the LTSS, long-term savings for spending. Long-term savings for spending. Say that with me, please. So, what are some things that we are going to save up for that we know we are going to spend later on? What are some things you might save up for and spend your money on? A wedding. Wow, are you getting married? Oh, not yet? Are you looking for a partner? I can hook you up. Okay, a wedding, for example, yes? Because weddings, are they expensive? You got to get ready, otherwise you hit your bank balance. What else? The vacation. The vacation will come from here. Buying your own home. Yeah, you take the deposit from there and you tell the bank, give me the rest of the money, and they give you a loan, a mortgage. So yeah, deposit for a home, yes. A retirement. Retirement? Okay, what is this called? Financial freedom account. As soon as you've created enough passive income, now you are retired, right? You can then work if you want, don't want to work if you don't want, it doesn't matter. Yeah? So even if you are, I am at the age of, right now, 49, I'm nearly 50, right? I was financially free at the age of 36. Because of this. So who says you have to wait till you're 60, 70, 80 to be retired? But I don't like that word, because when you say retired, it's like I'm an old horse. I have to be locked in the stables. I'm a retired horse. No. It just means I've got freedom to do whatever I want. I don't have to work. I don't have to do any. So I just focus on helping other people and building businesses. But this is your retirement pot here. Got it? Long-term saving. What about a TV screen? New digital TV, yes? a new Apple computer, new iPhone, whatever, comes from here. We will put 10% into this LTSS. Now, I have two LTSs, I have two jars here, two LTS. Why? Because although together it's 10%, is it possible I may be saving for two different things? Yes or no? Yeah, maybe a wedding, maybe a vacation. So I may choose, if I want, to put 5% here and 5% here, or 7% here and 3% here. It's up to me. But together it's how much? 10%. What else do I need to tell you about the LTSS? So that's fine. Oh, yes, also. I may want to use this for luxury items, and I may have some debt to pay off. I may have some debts in my life that I need to pay. So this could be for the nice things, this is for the debts, yes? So I know I need to pay that. So maybe I'll put 5% here and 5% here. We have a training in America called the Wizard Training Camp. At a Wizard Training Camp, you learn a principle that says, what you focus on expands. Say that with me, please. What you focus on expands. So if you are focused on debt, what are you going to get more of? Debt. So we say, don't focus on debt, focus on money management. If you focus on money management, you manage your money and you'll come out of debt. It was a principle that I had to learn because I was constantly in debt for years and years and years. This saved my life. So 5% here, 5% here, but together, 10%. So in that case, I had 1,000 rupees, 5% and 5%. How much goes in here? How much goes in here? 50 and 50. Are you ready? First 50. Go! Second 50. Give it a big round of applause. Now, I've got some other jars I want to talk about, but at this moment in time, some people sit there going, it's very simple. Why don't you just tell me it's this, 10%, this, 5%, just tell me. I can do that, and that's easy for me to tell you, but it doesn't go in. The way I'm doing it is through a different type of education where even if you don't look at your notes ever again, as long as you're participating 100%, you'll know the numbers. You've got some income coming in. What did Max say? Oh yeah, 10%, it goes here. 5% goes here, do you understand? So that's why I'm asking you to interact, although it may be, I'm from India. We just get the facts, we read the book, that's what we do. But this is not another type of education. This is the MMI. Okay, good. Next one. Now, the key is about managing your money. The next jar I want to talk about is called the education jar. What is it called? We put 10% of all our income into here. 10% of all. See, there's a saying that if you are not growing, you are automatically dying. You're not growing, you are dying. There are many people you know, they go to work, come home, sit in front of the TV, eat some food, go to bed, get up, go to work, and repeat. And over years, they are just dying inside. It's repetitive. Not you guys. You're saying, hey, I value my education and I want to constantly grow. Do you understand? Yes? So if you're not growing, you're dying. So the who was it? Benjamin Franklin said this. He said, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Ignorance is much more expensive. True or true? Try ignorance. Now, besides, a lot of people say to us, some of our programs are so life-changing. It's like some of the best vacations that they've ever been on, right? That's what people say. What do you mean? And I think, what do you mean? It's just they get to have so much fun, they get to meet so many great people, and they learn at the same time. So what I'm going to say is this. 10% goes in here. We have some money. So help me out. How much? 100. Let me hear you. Yeah! Give it a big round of applause. Now, let me say something before I forget. If you have a business, most educational programs will be tax deductible. In other words, you can deduct it. It's a tax exempt. You understand? So you don't have to pay. You can just treat it as an expense through your company expenses. If you have a business. So I often say to people, if you don't have a business, but you want someone else to be paying for this, then for your education, start a business, a small business, something that becomes tax deductible. Even network marketing, ideal, MLM. It's another side business. The system's already there. You can just follow the system without having to worry about how do I create all of this. So it becomes tax deductible. Good or good? Good or good? Excellent. Now, next one. It's called necessities. What is it called? Repeat twice as loud. How much goes in here? 55%. 55% of all the income goes in here. So what type of necessities do you have in your life? Food, yes. Shout it out. House where you live, yeah, your rent or your mortgage. Bills, utilities. You got to pay gas or electricity. If you've got a car, you've got to pay some petrol or diesel or something, yes? These are you got to go you got to wear clothes, yes or no? All right, good. So necessities, 55%. So how much am I going to put in here? 550. This is a bigger percentage. So you need to be bigger in your volume. Are you ready? You're not ready. Good, big round of applause. That's the necessities, 55%. 55%. Now, remember, if you look at all your bills and your necessities, and it's more than 55% right now. Two things to consider. Is it possible that you could use some of the other jars for some of those expenses? Or, if it's still too high, start from wherever you are. What I'm giving you right now is a guideline. 10% here, 5% here, 10% here. It's a guideline. What is it called? But then use that guideline to start managing your money. When I first heard about this, my percentages were all over the place. My necessities were about 90%, right? So I couldn't use 55%. But I started following it. My necessities came down. I was paying off my debts, came down. Right now, my necessities are less than 20%. Why? Yeah, thank you. Why? Yeah, well, thank you. There's only so many cars I can have, yes? There's only so many houses I can live in. There's only so much food this stomach can take every day, yes or no? So many clothes I can wear each day. So necessity just come down as more and more money. You're forced to manage more and more money. So 55% there. Now, next jar is by far some people's favorite jar. It's called the play jar. This play jar, you see, those people cheering, they have a certain personality. And you'll learn why they're cheering tomorrow. They're cheering for a reason. Now, the play jar, you put 10% of all your income here. How much? Thank you, 10%. What is this for? This is money you are going to take every single month and you are going to spend it. Every month. When did I say? When did I say? Every month. Every month you take the money out and you go and spend it on what you can afford based on how much money there is. Do you understand? Yes? So if you've only got, if I wanted to buy some chewing gum, I don't chew gum, but how many rupees is it? 100 rupees, 10 rupees? Yeah. So if only got 10 rupees here, go and buy some candy and then eat that candy like a rich person, right? Like a rich person's eating something, caviar or whatever it is, yes? But the idea is to enjoy. This is your jar to feel rich. If you have enough money to, like you and your spouse want to go to the cinema, right? To go and watch the latest Bollywood movie, blockbuster. Everybody's going. You book to go to that movie, but you don't book ordinary seats. You book premium seating. You know, the big chair with a recline. You book that one. You sit front row and center because you got the money for it. Do you understand? Yes? Let's say you're going to fly somewhere on vacation. You have enough money to go first class. Go first class. This is your jar to help you to feel rich and stay rich. That's what this is for. Does that make sense? Yes? Regardless of how much money you have, because if you can enjoy 10 rupees, you can enjoy 10 lakhs. Yes or no? It's a habit. It's a habit. What is it? It's a habit. So, I like massages. You know, sometimes I'm on the stage for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days teaching. And when I finish, I feel like my body just needs a massage. And I take money from my play jar. Actually, this is what you do. This is what you do. You got your play jar. And you go to the massage parlor. And you have enough money for the best massage you've ever had. Best massage. And the masseuse are all lined up. And the receptionist says to you, "Sir, which masseuse would you like to massage you today?" Ah, okay. You? And you? Oh, and you? And definitely you. 4 of you on me. 4 hours. Let's go. And some people are doing your toes. Some people are doing your arms. Some people are doing your chest. Some people are doing your head. And you are in heaven because of your play jar. Good or good? And the best massage you've ever had, because this is what you reward yourself with. So let me hear you. 10%. Give it a big round of applause. Awesome. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my money jars are going everywhere. Good. So we've got one more jar I want to talk to you about. Are you ready? The table's uneven. There we go. This is by far one of my favorite. The education jar is my favorite jar. Why? Because I've realized the more money I put into there, the more money I seem to be making. It's actually crazy. But the more money I've been putting into my education jar, the more ways I find on financial freedom. And so the more money goes in here, then I make more money, then I put more money in my jars, and then I put more money in my education, and I have more play for myself and my family. We went to, this Free to Play jar, we went to, in August last year, I flew myself and my family, all first class, to Hawaii, to Los Angeles, America. We spent some time there in August, and then we flew to Hawaii. Hawaii, beautiful, beautiful. Do you understand? I've always wanted to go there for years. Thank you, Play Jar. Just manage your money. Good or good? The last jar I want to talk about is called the gift jar. Gift jar. The gift jar, you are going to put 5% of all your income into the give jar. 5%. If you can't give money, what can you give? Time. So when I first learned this, and I thought, wow, I'm barely surviving myself. How am I going to give 5% of my income to someone else? So I went to do some charities. I went to help people once a week. Just went to help. And that was my give until I got into a position right now, every single month, I give away thousands of pounds every single month because I can, because I think it's good to give charitably to other people. Is that good or good? So through these jars, my life has improved financially. I have an amazing lifestyle. Plus, I'm able to help other people through this. And I'm asking you to start planning for the same thing. And also, I think it's good karma. You know, when you're able to give to other people, yes or no? If you're able to give to other people, I think the universe then wants to reward you as well. And that principle seems to be working well for me as well. Everybody, let me hear you. It's the last one, so I need you to raise the roof. Are you ready? Give a big round of applause. Good job, good job, good job. Now, these are, as I said, this is our money management system. And it's a guideline. What is it? So it's a guideline. Follow the guideline. And if it works for you, great. But right now, if your expenses are so high that it's hard to follow this guideline, change the numbers a little bit, but keep this as high as you can. Keep financial freedom account as high as you can. Keep education as high as you can. Because the education here will allow you to make more money here, which will allow you to put more money in the other jars as well. And over time, as you improve, then get closer to this guideline. Right now, as I said, where's my necessities? Necessities for me is 20% or less right now. But guess where most of the money goes? Financial freedom account. Why? Because when I'm getting more returns from this, more goes here. And when more goes here, can I give more? Can I play harder? Yeah. Can I buy more luxuries? Can I go to the best? I paid, listen carefully. In January this year, I went to a course in America. What do you think? Now I'm a multi-millionaire. Do you think I carry on learning? Yes or no? Oh yeah, I carry on learning. Because when I was broke, I wasn't learning anything because I thought I had my master's degree. That's why I was broke. But now I'm thinking, the reason why I got rich is through education. I paid for one course, for someone to teach me one little thing. I paid them $36,000 US. For them to show me one thing. Why do you think I gave them that money? Is it possible that I'm going to make a lot more than that? I've already calculated the numbers. I'm going to make 100 times more than that. So I don't mind investing in my education based on my returns that I'm going to get. Is education important? Yes or yes? Give someone a high five. Say, I understand.